Bro, drop them below average fragrances and cop these 10 out of 10 cheap fragrances. This fragrances collection is what I call the big three. They're like the Kendrick, J. Cole, and Drake of the fragrance game. Even though all those fragrances are goated, Khamrah has been my favorite this year. Yes, I wore this a lot during the summer when it dropped, but with this up and coming fall, oh yeah, I'm gonna go crazy with it. This has the original Khamrah DNA, but this shows how more spicy and sensual the scent can get. With the original, you knew it came off vanillic, but with this, as much as I hate to use the term, it came off a little bit bubblegummy. And on top of all that, there's a smokiness that makes it feel like a burning vanilla candle. Outside of trying to fit in for fall, this is a standout aroma. No matter if you're going out to something like a pumpkin patch or a night out with the boys this fall, with a scent like this, somebody gonna break their neck and be like, damn, who the hell smell that good? When we're talking about peak compliment getters, you gotta talk about Khamrah or just the Khamrah collection as a whole. When talking about the Khamrah collection, you already know they're consistent. And this monster of a fragrance is no exception. This fragrance, I've been talking about it since last year all the way to now. I've been pushing so hard for people to cop this fragrance, and if you don't have it yet, it kind of lets me know you might have some weak fragrances in your collection. But there's still hope for you, my boy. You gotta get Vintage Radio. Like I said earlier, I've been talking about this fragrance for a year now. I'm actually crazy for this scent. So there's no lie when I've said that this is the best clone of Initio's Paragon we'll ever get in our lifetime. This scent isn't suited for a season like now, fall, but when that spring and summer hit, you better come correct and wear this. Cause the fruits and woods in this give off a beachy, vibey, tropical-like feeling. A place I've always dreamt of wearing this fragrance to is like Jamaica or Puerto Rico. And with my luck, I might have all the Puerto Rican bobbies on me. But that could be you too, have all the Jamaican bad things on you. Outside of me being stupid, this scent is dumb smooth and one of the very few fragrances I think everybody should have in their collection. It's funny to me, someone in my comment section realized that I be talking about this fragrance a lot. While they're not entirely wrong, I don't think I'm done just yet. I hate to bring it out again, but you need it, bro. Asad Bourbon. I keep on talking about this fragrance so much because it saved the Asad line. If another garbage Asad fragrance came out, I promise you nobody would care about the Asad collection anymore. On top of it saving its own collection, it's one of the best Lattafa fragrances that's dropped this year. With a name like Asad Bourbon, it entails a boozy-like aroma that's going to be intoxicating to everybody around you. No, this is not going to get people drunk, but it will make people reconsider texting back their man. Person who wears this is going to come off like a nice stand-up gentleman. This is one of those aromas you want to save for special occasions like a nice fancy dinner. And on top of you coming off like a gentleman, you're going to come off rich, smooth, and luxurious. With this fragrance, I learned to not judge a book by its cover. I have to bring it back. Clubbed in Nuit silage, bruh. I've been missing out for so long, bruh. This fragrance I had in my recent ranking of the most hyped clone fragrances, I've been hibernating, drooling, and snoring on this fragrance, bruh. I haven't smelled too many Creed Silver Mountain Water clones. There's only been one clone of Creed Silver Mountain Water that I smelled, and that's Supremacy in Heaven. But this has that sharp element to it that would make you think you have an expensive niche fragrance on. This could be looked at as a standout fresh aroma, but I see this generally being used more as a casual scent. I can see this being a good option for people who are just relaxed and just want to smell good for themselves. Hey, you made it this far. Subscribe so we can beat my dad in sub counts. And dad, if you watch this, we coming for you. But aside from that, I've been trying to find you the perfect clone of Louis Vuitton's Imagination. You gotta cop Amber Oud Aqua Dubai. Look, I did recommend you an Imagination clone earlier in the year, which was great until I discovered this absolute beast of a fragrance. If you know me, I've declared Louis Vuitton's Imagination as the best fresh fragrance to ever drop. I've seen some other clones attempt to replicate that aroma, but this is the best one to do it. The only thing I dislike about this fragrance is with Imagination it had this rich cleanliness to it. While with this, it focuses more on the citrus, giving it more of a fruity touch. The best way I could describe this scent to you is like imagine drinking a brisk, fresh lemonade. I almost forgot to tell you, they replicated Imagination all the way down to the longevity, which would last you 4 hours. So wherever you go, just bring this with you. As great as Khamrah is, I forgot about this other clone. You see, Khamrah did pretty well replicating Angel Share, but I think Kismet's Magic might be better. Don't get it twisted. If we're going scent for scent, I'm taking Khamrah 24/7. But in terms of replicating, I think this did it better. I say that because with Khamrah, it was more focused on the sweets and the actual booziness. While with this, it's the complete opposite. And with this, they balanced out both worlds, and that's exactly what Angel Share did. Since I'm comparing Khamrah and this, I would also say the projection on Khamrah is better. With Khamrah, you're ensured 4 to 5 hours of intense projection. While with this, it starts out moderate and then becomes a skin scent. I would recommend this over Khamrah, especially if you're looking for that more boozy, spicy, cognac-like aroma. I want to call this a date night aroma, but the projection is so weak. I mean, you're essentially just wearing it for yourself at that point. I will say though, it's good for this Cuddle Buddy season. If there's any other good leather clone fragrances out there, let me know. But for now, the best ombre leather parfum clone is Velvet Oud. I don't know about you, but one of my favorite superheroes is Batman. And you know, outside of Batman, there's Bruce Wayne, and that's exactly exactly who I feel like when I wear this. I would say if you're an older gentleman, you should consider copping this. Because with this, you're gonna come off rich and luxurious, but little do they know, you spent $30 on the fragrance. I would not recommend wearing this casually. Nothing about this scent screams casual. It screams, hey, my scent is better than all of yours, and I'm not sorry for it. It doesn't just do that through its scent, it does that through its projection and longevity. This will last you 7+ hours easily with intense to moderate projection. Since I was talking about it earlier, you should go watch me rank the most hyped cologne fragrances.